Okay, sabi ni Mami sa gabi, Mi, huwag ka kumain ng kanin, mag-low carb ka, laking tulong. Okay, so nung na-diagnose ako with gestational diabetes, hindi naman ako agad-agad pinrescribe na insulin. Of course, the doctor will always tell you, baka madaan sa diet. So, they gave me 1 week sa OB ko na controlled diet, and then nag-glucometer na ako. And then, nung hindi talaga siya okay, inirefer niya na ako sa endo. So, another 1 week sa endo na pinagda-diet ako before niya akong prescribean ng insulin. And I tell you, those 2 weeks were the hardest days of my pregnancy. More than pa yung nagkaka-morning sickness ako. Kasi feeling ko, sa 2 weeks na yun, iniiyak ko lang talaga siya. Feeling ko I failed already as a mother. Andun yung guilt, andun yung pressure, andun yung kaba, andun yung takot. Ando dun lahat ng emotions. Then, sinabayan ko siya ng research. Talagang research ko kung ano ba yung GDM, saan ba siya nanggagaling. And guess what? It's our placenta that will determine kung may GDM tayo or wala. So, sa mga mommies dyan na may GDM, going through the same, if nasa first stage pa kayo na nalaman ninyo na may GDM kayo, I totally get what you're feeling. And it's valid. It's valid to feel parang failure ka as a mom. Kasi, feeling mo, kasalanan mo. Kumain ka ng cravings mo ng mga sweets during the first trimester and all. Pero it's really not your fault. So going back dito sa sinabi ni Mommy, during those 2 weeks na pinagda-diet ako ng OB ko before we can really finalize if mag-insulin ako or hindi, nag-research ako and nag-trial and error ako. And take note guys, dito sa GDM, it's really trial and error. Wala talagang tama at walang mali. Because what worked for me might not work for you. So, and vice versa. Iba-iba tayo ng katawan and iba-iba tayo ng hormones. During those 5 days kasi, okay ako dun sa mga after meals. Like after breakfast, after lunch, after dinner. Lahat okay siya. Pasado lahat. Ang hindi lang talaga pasado sa akin is yung fasting blood sugar ko. So, yun yung talagang binantayan ko. And doon ako talagang nag-research kung anong pwede kong gawin para mapababa siya in the morning. So, sabi nila, may nagsabi dito, high protein diet, high fat diet, walking, low carb diet. So, lahat tinry ko. For reference, mommies, ang dinner ko palagi is around 6:30 to 7 p.m. And then, nag-walking ako ng 30 minutes after. Tapos, at around 10 p.m. before ako matulog, nag-snack ako. Simula rin nung na-diagnose ako with gestational diabetes, nag-brown rice na kami. And yun na yung kinakain ko. First day, nag-apples ako, peanut butter. And then, nag-walking ako ng 30 minutes. So, that's from 10 p.m. Ako last nag-midnight snack. 7 a.m. na ako nag-check. So, ang FBS ko is 112. Nung second day, nag-3 eggs ako. So, sabi high protein daw. Nag-3 eggs ako. Nag-walking din ako. And then, 113 siya the next day. Tapos, nung third day, ito yung ginawa ko naman. Sabi ko, baka kailangan mag-change ako ng pagtetest ko. Kasi, nabasa ko meron tayong tinatawag na dawn phenomenon. So, dawn phenomenon is when your blood sugar rises in the early morning around 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. Our hormones, talagang malaking bagay yung hormones. Yung hormones natin, sinisignalan niya si liver to release extra glucose. Kaya nagsaspike tayo in the morning. So sabi ko, baka dapat mag-test ako early morning. So, ang ginawa ko, nag-dinner ako ng 6:45 p.m. and gumising ako ng 2:45 a.m. Exactly 8 hours, and nag-test ako, and it didn't work kasi naging 113 pa rin yung fasting blood sugar ko. Tapos, syempre, sobrang disappointed ako kasi sabi ko, akala ko yun na yun. Akala ko, makokontrol ko na siya. Hindi ako nakatulog after, and then nagbabasa-basa ako. And then may nabasa ako na you don't necessarily have to test right after you wake up. Parang you have to wait para yung cortisol levels mo, something ganon. So, nag-wait ako ng 30 minutes, and after 30 minutes, naging 103 siya. So, sabi ko, baka dapat mag-wait ako ng 30 minutes before after I wake up, para dun lang ako magte-test. And then, tinry ko ulit another 30 minutes, tumaasa siya to 104. So, wala. That day was disappointing day. Fourth day naman, nag-try na ako ng high-fat dinner. So, nag-try din ako ng full cream na unsweetened pero high in fat. And then almonds. So, 109 yung the next ko. Tapos, yung last day, nag-unsweetened Greek yogurt ako, crackers and almonds. So, 110 yung FBS ko. And then after 2 weeks, I finally accepted it. Kasi of course, sino ba namang buntis ang gustong mag-insulin? Siyempre, lahat naman ng buntis gusto natin normal lang tayo as much as possible. Ayaw natin na may iniinom tayong gamot para sa baby, di ba? Pero pinaliwanag din sa akin ng OB ko and endo ko na mas mabuti na yon na safe si baby. And they assured me that insulin is safe. It's safer than it's actually safer than metformin. Yun ang sabi sa akin ng endo ko. So finally, today will be the first day of me taking insulin. So mag-start ako sa 2 units. And then, kapag hindi pa rin siya naging okay, sabi ng endo, we will increase units as we progress. And hopefully, maging okay po siya. Just to answer this, I'm happy that it worked for you. And I'm happy that, you finally get to have your own diet controlled blood sugar levels. Pero, unfortunately, sa akin, hindi talaga siya nag-work. Kaya, wala tayong choice. And, konti na lang naman, few weeks na lang yung aantayin. So, para lang di kay baby. We have to fight for this. And yun lang, mommies. Just be kind to yourself. GDM is not your choice. And it's never your fault. Yun lang. Bye!